Stop scrolling. Right now, just stop. If you clicked on this video, there's a reason. Something inside you knows you're stuck. Something knows you've been saying, I need to change for months, maybe years, and nothing has happened. You just found the video that's going to break that cycle. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Dylan. Here's a question I want you to answer honestly. Not to us, to yourself. How many motivational videos have you watched in the last year? How many times did you feel that fire for 10 minutes and then wake up the next day and do exactly what you always did? If that's you, do not click away, because today is not about motivation. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. Today is about a system that works whether you feel like it or not.
And here's a promise. If you stay with us for the next 27 minutes, you will walk away with something you didn't have before. Not just information, a plan. A real, actionable, step-by-step plan to change your life starting tomorrow morning. So put your phone down, take a breath, lock in. Because we're not here to waste your time. We're here to change your life. Let's start with the #1 reason people stay stuck for years. Are you ready for this? It's not your job. It's not your finances. It's not your past. It's your mindset. And I know you've heard that before, but let me ask you something you've probably never been asked. What do you actually believe about yourself? Not what you say you believe. What do you believe deep down, where no one's watching? When you're alone at night, what does that inner voice tell you about who you are and what you're capable of?
Because here's the truth that nobody tells you. Your brain is not your friend when it comes to change. Your brain's only job is to keep you safe, and safe means predictable. It means staying exactly where you are, even if where you are is miserable. Because misery is familiar. Your brain knows it. It can predict it. Change? Change is unknown, and your brain treats the unknown as danger. So every time you try to change, your brain sets off alarms. It sends you thoughts like, you'll fail, it's too late, who do you think you are? You tried before and it didn't work.
That voice is not the truth. That voice is fear wearing a disguise. And the only way to shut it up is to prove it wrong, over and over again. That's what a growth mindset really is. It's not just thinking positive, it's acting in the face of fear until your brain rewires. It's looking at failure differently, not as proof that you can't, but as feedback that you're trying. There's science behind this. It's called neuroplasticity. Your brain is not fixed. It changes based on what you repeatedly think and do. Think about that for a moment. Your brain is literally reshaping itself every single day based on your thoughts and actions. So if you've spent years telling yourself, I can't, your brain built strong pathways for that, like deep grooves in a road. To change, you have to build new pathways, and you do that through repetition. Not once, not 10 times, hundreds of times.
So here's your first assignment, and if you skip this, you're wasting your time. Starting tomorrow morning, every single day for 30 days, look yourself in the mirror and say 3 things out loud. Say, I can change. I am capable. I am becoming better than I was yesterday. Say it even if you don't believe it. Say it even if it feels fake. Say it because belief doesn't come before action. Belief comes after. You don't wait to feel confident to start. You start and confidence follows.
And let me warn you, the version of you that's comfortable being stuck, that version hates this. That version wants you to click off right now. That version is going to whisper, this is silly, or this won't work, or you've heard this before. Don't listen. That voice is not protecting you. That voice is keeping you small. That voice is the reason you're still where you were 3 years ago. All right, step 2. You have the right mindset. Now you need direction. And this is where most people make a fatal mistake. They set goals that are so massive they don't even know where to start. And then when they fail, because of course they fail, they blame themselves. They say, see, I knew I couldn't do it. And then they quit trying for another year. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Big dreams are good. Big goals are dangerous. Because your brain looks at a big goal and says, that's too much, and shuts down. It triggers the exact same fear response we talked about earlier. So you have to do something counterintuitive. You have to make your goals so small they almost feel embarrassing. Because small goals are achievable, and achievability builds momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence builds bigger changes.
Let me give you examples. If you want to get in shape, your goal should not be go to the gym every day. Your goal should be put on your workout clothes. That's it. Because once the clothes are on, you're 90% of the way there. Your brain goes, well, I'm already dressed, might as well walk out the door. If you want to write a book, your goal should not be write a book. Your goal should be write one sentence. One sentence leads to one paragraph. One paragraph leads to 10. If you want to learn a skill, your goal should be open the app or the book for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Anyone can do 2 minutes.
This is how real change happens, not through massive leaps, through tiny, consistent steps that compound over time. Think about water dripping on a stone. One drop does nothing, but a million drops over time, it carves through rock. That's how you change your life, not with one dramatic moment, but with the accumulation of small, consistent actions compounded.
James Clear says it perfectly. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Your system is what matters, not your ambition. You can have all the ambition in the world, but if your daily system is working against you, you will fail every time.
So here's what I want you to do, and I'm serious about this. Pause this video right now. Don't keep listening. Pause. Grab a piece of paper or open a notes app. Write down one goal you want to achieve in the next 90 days. Not a year, 90 days. Make it so small that you absolutely know you can do it. And then write down one action you will take tomorrow to move towards it. One action. That's it. If you didn't pause, I'll wait. Do it now, because if you're just listening and not taking action, you're not changing. You're just consuming, and consuming without action is entertainment. We're not here to entertain you. We're here to change your life. So take the 30 seconds, write it down. I promise you that simple act changes something in your brain. It moves you from being a passive listener to an active participant.
Now, step 3, and I need you to brace yourself for this one because it's going to hit close to home. We're talking about habits, specifically the habits that are quietly stealing your future while you're not paying attention.
Let's do something uncomfortable. Open your phone right now. Go to your screen time settings, look at your average daily screen time over the last 7 days. I'll wait. What's the number? 4 hours? 5? 6? Some of you are going to see 7 or 8 hours. Now multiply that by 365. That's how many hours you're spending on your phone every year. Do you know what you could accomplish with that amount of time? You could learn a new language fluently. You could start and grow a business. You could read over 100 books. You could transform your body, your mind, your entire life. But here's the hard truth. Those apps on your phone, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all of them, they are not designed to help you. They are designed by thousands of engineers whose only job is to steal your attention and keep you scrolling. They use algorithms that study your psychology. They know exactly when to show you what to keep you hooked. And they are winning. Every time you pick up your phone without thinking, you are giving them pieces of your life. Minutes turn into hours, hours turn into days, days turn into years.
I'm not saying cut out your phone completely. That's not realistic. I'm saying take back control. You have to become intentional about where your attention goes, because your attention is your most valuable resource. More valuable than money, more valuable than time even, because time without focused attention is wasted.
So here's your challenge. Delete the 3 apps you waste the most time on. Not forever, 7 days. Just 7 days. See what happens. People who do this report the same thing over and over. I didn't realize how much time I was losing. I feel lighter. I have more focus. I actually started doing the things I've been putting off for years.
What do you have to lose? 7 days of scrolling? That's not a loss. That's a gain. Try it. And while you're at it, replace that time with something intentional. Read 10 pages, go for a walk, sit in silence and let your mind settle. Learn one new thing. 1 week from today, you'll thank yourself. I guarantee it.
Dylan, step 4, your environment and your circle. And I need you to hear this because it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. You are not just influenced by your environment, you are shaped by it, molded by it. If your room is messy, your mind will be cluttered. If your kitchen is full of junk food, your health will suffer. If your phone is next to your bed, your sleep will be ruined. If your workspace is disorganized, your productivity will plummet. So here's the rule. Make good habits easy and bad habits hard. This is one of the most powerful principles in behavioral psychology. Want to read more? Put a book on your pillow every morning. When you go to bed, it's right there staring at you. You don't have to search for it. You don't have to decide. It's just there. Want to eat healthier? Put the junk food in a cabinet you can't reach. Or better yet, don't buy it at all. Put fruit in a bowl front and center on your counter. Want to exercise in the morning? Sleep in your workout clothes. Sounds extreme? Try it. The less friction between you and the habit, the more likely you are to do it.
And then there's your circle. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? I want you to actually think about their names right now. Write them down in your mind. Do they inspire you? Do they challenge you to grow? Do they celebrate your wins? Or do they complain constantly? Do they make excuses for why things can't change? Do they roll their eyes when you talk about your goals? Do they subtly, or not so subtly, pull you back down every time you try to rise?
Because here's the brutal truth. You become like the people you surround yourself with. If you're around people who are stuck, you will stay stuck. If you're around people who are growing, you will grow. It's not a coincidence, it's science. It's called emotional contagion. We absorb the attitudes, habits, beliefs, and energy of the people closest to us. It happens whether you're aware of it or not.
I'm not telling you to cut off your family or your childhood friends. I'm not telling you to be cruel. But I am telling you, you need to be intentional. You can love someone deeply and still recognize that they're not the person to go to for motivation or accountability. You can care about them and still choose to spend more of your time with people who are heading in the direction you want to go.
Find your people. Join a community. Find a mentor. Find one friend who's also trying to grow and hold each other accountable. There are communities for everything now. Fitness, writing, business, personal development. You don't have to do this alone. In fact, you shouldn't. Your future self is begging you to make that choice because your future self knows that who you surround yourself with will determine who you become.
Now we get to the part where most people quit. Consistency. And I want to tell you a story. There was a man who wanted to change his life. He was tired of being stuck, tired of the same routines, the same excuses, the same results. So he started strong. He woke up early, he worked out, he read every day, he was on fire. Then one day he missed a workout. Life got in the way, and he told himself, well, I ruined my streak, might as well stop. So he stopped. For weeks, then months. He went right back to where he started. And he told himself, see, I knew I couldn't do it.
Here's what he didn't understand. Missing one day doesn't ruin anything. What ruins your progress is missing 2 days in a row, then 3, then a week, then a month. The key to consistency is not perfection. It's never missing twice. That's the rule. 1 day off is recovery. 2 days off is a pattern. 3 days off is a new habit, the wrong one.
If you slip, forgive yourself immediately. Don't spiral, don't shame yourself. Shame doesn't create change. Action does. Shame is actually one of the biggest killers of progress because it makes you want to hide and give up. Instead, say to yourself, okay, I missed today. That's fine. Tomorrow, I'm back. And then get back on track the next day. That's it. That's the secret. Successful people fail all the time. They just don't let failure turn into quitting.
Think about it like this. If you're walking up a mountain and you trip and fall, do you throw yourself down the mountain? Do you say, well, I fell, so I might as well roll all the way back to the bottom? No, you stand up, brush yourself off, and keep climbing. Life is exactly the same. You're going to trip. You're going to have setbacks. That's not the problem. The problem is staying down.
And here's something else. Change takes time. It takes patience. It takes discipline. Our culture sells us instant results, 30-day transformations, 6-week programs, overnight success stories. But real, lasting change doesn't happen on that timeline. It happens in the quiet moments, the days when nobody's watching, the mornings when you choose the harder thing, the the nights when you're tired, but you do it anyway.
But here's what I want you to remember. The time is going to pass anyway. A year from now, you're going to be 1 year older regardless. The only question is, will you be 1 year closer to the life you want, or will you be exactly where you are right now, having the same thoughts, stuck in the same patterns? That choice is yours, and you make it every single day, not in one big moment, in hundreds of small moments.
I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Just listen. Don't think. Just feel. Imagine it's 1 year from today. You wake up. You feel different, stronger, clearer. There's a calmness in you that wasn't there before. You look back at who you were right now, the person listening to this episode, the person who felt stuck, who felt unsure, and you feel something you haven't felt in a long time: pride. Not because you were perfect, not because you never failed, but because you didn't quit, because you kept showing up, even on the hard days, even when you didn't feel like it, even when nobody was watching, even when every part of you wanted to go back to what was comfortable.
That person exists. That version of you is already there, waiting. They're not some fantasy. They're not some distant dream. They are the inevitable result of the decisions you make starting today. But they're not coming unless you decide right now, in this moment, that you are done staying the same, done watching other people live the life you want, done waiting for the right time, because the right time is now. It's always been now. The only thing standing between you and that future version of yourself is your willingness to start. Not next week, not Monday, now.
Your life changes the day you decide, really decide, deep in your bones, in a way that leaves no room for doubt, that you will not stay where you are. Not for one more month, not for one more week, not for one more day. That decision is a line in the sand, and today you cross it.
If this episode hit you, if something we said made you feel something, made your chest tighten, made your eyes water, made something stir inside you, then do not leave without taking action. Do not just like this video and scroll away. That's what the old you would do. That's what people who stay stuck do. The new you acts. The new you doesn't wait for permission. The new you doesn't wait to feel ready.
So here's what I want you to do right now. Before you do anything else, comment one word: now. That's your commitment. That's your line in the sand. That's your public declaration that today was the day everything changed. Every time you see that comment, you'll remember that you made a choice. You chose yourself. You chose your future. You chose to stop waiting.
And then subscribe to Education Exploration Hub, not because we want a number, but because you need to keep hearing messages like this. Change doesn't happen in one video. It happens when you surround yourself with the right information, the right people, the right reminders every single day. This channel is one of those reminders. Let it be part of your new environment.
Share this with one person who needs to hear it. Just one. Someone you know is stuck. Someone you know has been saying for years that they want to change, but can't seem to take the first step. Send it to them and say, "This made me think of you. Let's grow together." That act alone changes your identity. It makes you the kind of person who lifts others up, and that's the kind of person who never goes back to who they used to be.
We'll be back soon with another episode, but don't wait for us. Don't wait for the next video. Don't wait for motivation to come. Your life is waiting for you right now.
Thanks for listening to Education Exploration Hub. Now go, take one step, today, not tomorrow, today.